Yeah, man. September the 29th, 2023. And I want to talk about a couple things in this video. Just the broadcast attacks and kind of the reason that been doing this, what I do, putting these videos out. It's not something I want to do. It's not like I want my name associated with this thing that makes people believe you're crazy or, putting out wild conspiracy theories or anything like that. It's just when I started to look for information about what began to happen to me all the way back in 2013, 14, 15 is when it was kind of easing into a full-time thing where by 16 it was 100% of the time with gang stalkers accessing me on a neurological level with neural monitoring. And that's what gang stalking is. It's mainly about broadcast. And of course, there can be street theater, and I won't go into all of that and people following you around and stuff like that. But um, 99% of what you're going to deal with on remote neural monitoring is satellite broadcast technology with people that are connected to you and able to do things to you physically without your consent. And I couldn't find very much information on that, but I knew some people who were gang stalkers, and I was very familiar with what was going on and how it was all happening by 2016. And so I started a couple of YouTube channels, and I started talking about it. And it's never really been my choice. And a lot of times it's led to embarrassing situations. And sometimes I just wish all of these videos were gone, but it's helped a lot of people understand this, and it helps me in some ways as well. So, for example, these guys that are on my neural monitoring, they do things physically, like today. Okay, even today, after all these years, I've got broadcast penetrated into my right foot, and it doesn't bother me when they stop. When they stop, it doesn't hurt. When they're doing it, it hurts. And even enough to cause like injury, like I'm limping around. Now, if they stop, it's like it's fine. But the problem is they do these things so consistently that I believe, and I'm pretty sure that it's causing a long-term damage. And I believe that it is part of their um, ambition is to cause long-term damage, to cause certain disabilities, or like they attack, like also today. I'll tell you the things that are happening to me today with broadcasts. I've had broadcasts in my eyes area where you can't wipe it off and you have to wash your face. Okay, I've had broadcasts saturated into my right foot, right into the bones on the side, and they attack the same spot all the time. And when they're not, it doesn't bother me. When they are, it's bad. And I can be laying in the bed and they're attacking me all night. And then by the time I get up, I can hardly walk. And it's like just sitting around, you end up injured because of broadcast. And when they stop, it goes away. But the long-term damage is something that we don't know for sure about. But I can tell you that there's a lasting effect, even if they stop. Okay, and if they do it consistently enough, it does cause damage, and that is their intention, is to cause damage and disability. The other things that they've been doing today is they broadcast into my beard. Okay, so like, and it's kind of obvious when they're doing this. For one, you feel it. Okay, it's like bothering you. You can feel stuff moving around, and it feels like hot when you touch it. It's hot, and if I put my hand right here, it's you can feel the extreme temperature difference from one spot to another spot, right where they have the broadcast. And I believe it's because they don't like me having a beard or something. Like, I believe they do it to people's heads, and I believe they have an intention to cause long-term effects like hair loss or something like that. Also in my stomach area, sometimes I'll feel like a just a like a sharp pain or consistent pain, and I can feel around my stomach area, and I can feel that that area is significantly hotter than the other areas. And they talk trash, broadcast telepathy, artificial telepathy. They're talking trash and trying to get your attention. And what happens is they want to do a live stream. Okay, they want to do a show of themselves while they're on broadcast. When I say they're on broadcast, I won't get too deep into it, but they wear a thing on their head, like a mind control device. It looks like an EEG device, and with these covers over their eyes, and they're able to connect with a broadcast, like a physical, actual broadcast made of waves that's somewhere around you and can get on you, and they can touch you with that. And when they're doing that, they're live streaming. And when I say live streaming, EMF broadcast, that's a view without a camera. These are not things that I'm making up. This is what I know. This is what I know about how it actually works. And I don't care what other theories you've heard. Maybe some of those are correct, but this is absolutely for certain how gang stalking really works with neural monitoring. And if you poke around the community of targeted people for a while, you'll see that thousands of them can tell you that there's something touching them or something that's hurting them, or they can see something, faces here and there, or like broadcast stuff, okay, and reflections, or in real life, mainly out of like peripheral vision, like in the beginning of like motion pictures and movies, they would put and like you go to a movie theater and they would put like one frame within the film that would like flash popcorn and a drink, and it was subliminal, and it's illegal now, but at the time they were doing that, and it's subliminal advertising, and it's too fast for you to realize you saw it, but subconsciously in your mind, you saw it, and it would be suggestive to you, like, oh, I think I'm thirsty. I think I want some popcorn. And they would go do that. And it's a sales technique, and it's basically like a mind control trick. And these kind of things have been going on for 100 years. But neural monitoring and gang stalking and this broadcast technology is very similar to that. It's like they want to be suggestive. And so, you can see it without really seeing. That's why you like see it out of the corner of your eyes a lot. People talk about like seeing shadows or like figments. It feels like somebody's there with you when they're not, and all these kind of things, because there is. Because they're on broadcast and they're on mind control thing and sitting at their house, and they're connected with this broadcast. That's where you are. Okay. But when they're doing that, they can physically get on you, and they can be this big or they can be 10 feet tall. And it just requires more energy. And I don't know how that works, if they have to pay for a certain amount, or if they get a certain amount for free, or if it's just all free. Because what the neural monitoring in general, it's free. When they have it, they have it, and when you don't have it, they can access yours also. They have their own. They have their neural monitoring. They're accessing all of the stuff online, and they just set the settings to go on broadcast. They set the settings to connect to you unconsensually, and they do all of this. And the problem is we don't know the long-term health effects, plus the physical attacks and the complete violation of our privacy and all of that. It's just it's all unconsensual, and it should be completely forbidden to be able to connect with somebody unconsensually. And it's a crime against humanity, and it's terrorism, and it's a war crime, really. And they're attacking people in ways that are like not just physical but psychological, and it's an attack on your life and your well-being and your future, and you get one life. Okay. The thing about it too, that extra heat that you feel, it's very telltale. Okay, if you feel a super hot spot on your body right where it's hurting, then you can pretty well assume that that's broadcast, especially if you're being gang stalked and they're talking trash about it. But ultimately, as embarrassing as it is to be on videos talking about all this stuff, nobody else is telling the truth about it. And I know that that's how they do it. And I know a lot of the people that are doing it. And I've talked about all of that on my channels over the years. But it's not something I want to be doing. Okay, so when you go into my channels and you find that there's literally, and not an exaggeration, over 10,000 videos that you could watch. Many of them public, and then a lot of them are on like different membership levels, and I have turned some to private, but I probably put out uploaded originally public videos, probably like 12, 13,000 videos over the course of 8 or 9 years on several different channels. And you could probably, if you wanted to see all of them, you could probably see up to maybe 10,000 of them still. And then maybe 1,000 or more of them are still public for anybody to see, and that's embarrassing to me, for one. But I feel like long term, like, this is going to be something that people are going to say, well, he was talking about it. This guy was talking about it for a decade, and now everybody's talking about it, and we should have listened to him or something like that. But and it helps a lot of people to understand what's going on. But ultimately, it's this cycle. Like right now, the reason I'm doing this video is because I'm limping around because they're having their broadcast in my foot, and I can feel hot burning on my chin where they put broadcast there. I think they want my beard to fall out. I think they want me limping around. They want me to be disabled. Why are they putting it on my stomach and in my eyes? I don't know why they're doing all of that. But what happens, they get on what they call getting on mind control, where they put the thing on their head and then they connect with the broadcast, and then they start doing the live stream. And they put that video out there, and the video it's of them attacking you, and they'll do stuff like turn on a scream noise, like some girl scream noise, like never ending, and then start doing stuff to you, and then they'll start talking trash like they're tough guys, and this is a routine behavior for them. They do it multiple times a day. When they start a live stream, because several of them will get involved, and they'll turn on the frequencies and the screams, and then start talking trash like they're mean, evil, wicked, tough guys, and then start doing stuff to you, and then maybe one of them will start laughing or something, and then they're all trying to like draw you into whatever their reaction is. So they make a reaction to like some thought you'll have, and then you're supposed to react to that, and they try to play these mind control games and physically attack you, and it's just a session, a mind control session that they're live streaming, and making these basically this show about them attacking you and their broadcast and your life as a physical human. And that's what they do. And so here I am again. And it's this cycle. They do this, and then try to ignore them. I got things to do. I'm busy. But then I end up days and days later, they're attacking my foot so bad I can hardly walk. And, I feel like they're trying to burn my face off or something like that. And I'm like, I got to make a video. I got to tell the world what kind of idiots these people are, and how they're physically abusive, and how they've been sitting on mind control like a teenager on a video game for a decade. 99% of their time in their life they spend on mind control and watching your neural monitoring and trying to beg for your attention and trying to create some kind of situation for their audience, so they can create some kind of content. And what kind of idiots watch these idiots? Idiots watching idiots doing this, and they all high five each other. Like yeah, we're gonna do this to him, we're gonna do that to him. Yeah, ha 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 ha. And I will never let a target beat me. This and that. It's just stupid stuff. And so the cycle continues. And then I'm making videos again, talking about what they're doing. And they're doing it again. And then if I don't make any videos, like I haven't made a video for 3 or 4 days. Okay. And for 3 or 4 days, it gets worse and worse and worse until, boom, I come out public. They know I don't want to be doing these videos. They don't have many reasons to move on with my life and to not have this crazy circumstance. I don't waste a lot of time now, and I don't piddle around or whatever. And I'm not, I have a really a long-term plan, and within 2 years from now, I'll have like two computer, or almost 2 completed computer science degrees, and I'll be looking into more advanced degrees. And then 2 years from now, I can mathematically calculate my financial situation to be in a much better position. 2 years from now, 2, 3 years from now. This is what I'm thinking, right? And I'm always like, wait, just wait 2 years and see, and after a couple of these 2 more years deals, it's going to be real bad for them because I'm going to have a lot of knowledge on computer programming, cybersecurity, more advanced stuff than that even. And the videos that I put out are going to start to reflect that. And the financial situation, when I look at my banking apps, is going to look like lawyer money. And all of this stuff is going to start to come together. Okay, I'm starting to get very organized with things. They destroyed my life a long time ago, and they didn't complete the job. And so, unfortunately for them, I've been building up and building up for years and years. And now we're at this point where they're still hanging on. They're still doing the same old dumb things. They're not going to stop until they're made to stop. And it'll probably be other people with neural monitoring, if not even other gang stalkers, that make them go away from it, at least for me, because the situation's going to become a lost cause for them. They've lost this situation. And I don't think that they'll be able to turn it around. I'm not going to help them to destroy my own life. And they've failed. And now they're just watching me grow. And they're watching me build. And they're watching me plan. And they're watching me gain knowledge and gain position. And they're taking L's. And so when they take these losses, they keep coming on and doing their live streams and all this stuff, and it gets more and more pointless and more dumb. And then the publicity gets more and more. I used to get 2 or 3 subscribers a day. Now it's 5 or 10. And, I used to get 200 videos the first couple of days if I put a video out. Now it's 1,000. 2 views. Yeah. So all of this, and I don't put them out that often, and I don't need to talk about the same things, but it does get to the point where, okay, they're acting too irate. Let me put out a video and talk about how dumb they are and make everybody aware that these idiots are still physically attacking me and begging for my attention and trying to put out the same old live stream and turn on the same scream noise that they were turning on in 2016. Same stuff. And trying to do the same stuff, physically attacking me with broadcasts and do little whispering mean voices like kind of like this. And, hey, Kevin, right? And so, I'm so intimidated, right? Is that what it's supposed to do? Because you sound like an idiot, right? And they model themselves, the 4 or 5 guys that are still on my channel now, they've modeled themselves after this one guy, Black James, that was on my channel in like 2015 and 16. And they're still trying to be just like him. And it's the same, they use the same stupid tactics, the same little voice settings, and they're mentally disabled. Okay, I think getting on mind control and living as a broadcast all the time has detached them from reality. And I think it has made them mentally disabled. And it is the same group of guys that I've been dealing with now and it's almost like I know them very well because they've been on my channel, right? This is like a 2-way connection. And I've been listening to these idiots, the same 4 or 5 guys for all these years. So I'm very familiar with them. Right? They don't have any new tricks. It's old news and it's dumb. And the bottom line is, wish I didn't have to do these videos. It's probably overall for my life, it may be a good thing that they did this to me because there was times when I could say I was definitely on the wrong path. And there was times when I was on the right path. I could blame them partially, but I could definitely blame myself partially for not taking the correct path a long time ago. Look, if you get on the correct pathway and put yourself in better position, and it's a process, and it's going to take you years, but you could be targeted for the rest of your life. These idiots don't care about their own life. They'll sit on your neural monitoring and do this for 20 or 30 years if they can. They really will. And bring on new people that take their place as they die off, I guess. But if you want to end this situation, then take, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, if it takes that, to make yourself someone that's not targetable, not at all, and do that. And if you can do that, then you will win. You will win. And it's a hard road, and they're going to try to stop you, and they're going to try to target you and physically stop you. And you have to be more determined and more hard-headed than they are. And that's like the big thing with me and a couple of them is like they they don't want to lose and they don't want me to win, and they think they can be more hard-headed than me, or that maybe I'll give up, and they hope at this point, but it's not looking very good for them anymore. So that's the bottom line, though. I don't want to be doing these videos, but I'm glad that maybe I've had the influence or the motivation, at least, to put myself in a top dog type of position, and work towards that so I can make sure that I can defeat them and become what I'm capable of becoming anyway. So um, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have 10,000 videos. I wouldn't still be doing videos, and I wouldn't be doing one now. But if it wasn't for them, maybe I wouldn't be back in college, or maybe I wouldn't be on my financial game, or maybe I would have been a long time ago. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But it has had a profound effect on my life. I know that. And the physical attacks, that's what usually brings me to talk about it publicly. And I feel it needs to be documented. If they want to put broadcasts all in my beard all day, every day, and in my feet to the point that I can't walk, and my knees, they've been attacking my left knee, right foot, abdomen, face, eyes, and just random little stings and burns or stuff like that. And it doesn't leave marks really. Then it could be like an internal injury. And these broadcast waves that they put it on you, it can cause a lot of pain. And over time, it can cause lasting, long-term, or permanent damage. And that's a big concern for me. But I'll be one uh, beard falling out, slumped over, hunchback, limping, amputated, whatever, anything they want to try to do, but I will still win this situation because I'll never give up. I'll never give up. And the time that I have, okay, unless I just fall over dead tomorrow, the time that I have is plenty sufficient to defeat these idiots, and they're not that smart. But I won't go on and on. I just wanted to give the update of what's going on right now, and I'm making videos because they're acting dumb, and they're on mind control and broadcast, turning on screams, attacking me, talking in sinister, scary voices. Oh, what a bunch of idiots. That's it. I'll close the video with that. What a bunch of idiots.